Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, your legs suddenly tightening so painfully that you had to jump out of bed to massage them? I've met many patients who described that exact scene, and most of them thought expensive medications were the only answer. But sometimes, the solution lies right in your simple kitchen: a single egg. I remember one patient named David, in his 60s, who came to me after years of suffering from nightly leg cramps. He told me that every night, just by shifting positions, his calf would seize up like a taut rope, leaving him sleepless. Yet after only a few weeks of adjusting his diet and adding one boiled egg to his breakfast, the cramps almost disappeared. It sounds simple, but inside an egg lies a hidden treasure for the health of your legs. You see, an egg is not just a familiar breakfast food. It's an easy-to-digest source of protein that helps your muscles recover from the micro-injuries of daily life. The yolk carries vitamin D, a key that relaxes muscles, strengthens bones, and calms the nerve signals that often trigger cramps. And then there's vitamin B12, which works like a smooth current, nourishing nerve fibers and allowing them to communicate seamlessly with your muscles. I want you to imagine this. Tomorrow morning, instead of rushing through breakfast, you sit down, slowly peel a boiled egg, take a deep breath, and let your body absorb the nutrients it offers. It may seem like a small habit, but that little ritual can be the foundation for lighter, steadier legs, helping you walk with the confidence of your younger years. Have you ever tried something this simple? If not, perhaps it's time to give your body this small yet remarkable gift. Have you ever realized that sometimes the dull aches in your muscles don't really come from age, but from the lack of tiny nutrients your body needs every single day? I've heard so many patients share about heavy legs at night and waking up in the morning with calves that feel stiff and painful. And surprisingly, the answer often comes from something very familiar: a small handful of nuts in the palm of your hand. I remember a patient named Linda, 68 years old. She once told me that just climbing a few steps made her legs feel like they were ready to go on strike. After examining her, I suggested she add walnuts, almonds, and pumpkin seeds to her daily meals. Just a few weeks later, Linda called me, her voice filled with excitement. "Doctor, now I can walk in the park with my grandchild without worrying my calves will seize up again." That story convinced me even more that sometimes small changes create the biggest miracles. You see, nuts and seeds are not just snacks. They're packed with magnesium and potassium, two minerals that help muscles relax and prevent sudden cramps. Even more, the healthy fats inside them are like a quiet river nourishing your body, improving circulation, carrying oxygen to every fiber of your muscles. When that flow is smooth, your muscles tire less, and your steps become steadier and lighter. I want you to imagine this. Every morning, instead of only rushing with a cup of coffee, you also take a small handful of almonds or walnuts. That simple habit becomes a nourishing gift, helping your body fight inflammation, protect your muscles, and keep your legs flexible throughout the journey of aging. You may have overlooked them before, but try listening to your body after a few weeks. Perhaps you'll find yourself walking with the ease and lightness you've been longing for. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a sudden cramp so painful in your calf that you couldn't get back to sleep? I've heard this from so many older patients, and there's a simple little secret I often share with them. Try eating a banana in the evening. It may sound ordinary, but behind that simplicity lies a powerful secret for healthier legs. I remember an elderly gentleman named John, 72 years old, who often suffered from nighttime cramps. He told me that every night he would suddenly have to sit up and massage his legs in pain. When I suggested he try eating a banana before bed, he was a bit surprised, but he patiently followed the advice. Just 2 weeks later, John returned with a bright smile. "Doctor, last night I slept straight through. No pain woke me up." That was the moment I truly felt the power of small changes. You see, a banana carries a precious trio: potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B6. Potassium keeps muscle contractions and relaxation in balance. Magnesium soothes the nerves. And B6 works like a conductor, making sure everything functions smoothly. When these three elements come together, your muscles relax, and those chaotic signals that trigger cramps fade away. I want you to imagine this. Tonight, before bed, you sit down, peel a ripe banana, and let its gentle sweetness melt in your mouth. It's not just a snack, it's a promise of a restful night, lighter legs, and a morning full of energy. Maybe you've overlooked bananas many times, but give your body this gift just once. Who knows, such a simple habit might be the very key to the comfort you've been waiting for all along. Have you ever noticed that sometimes just a little thirst is enough for your body to cry out through painful cramps? Many people think cramps only come from aging or overexertion, but in fact, mild dehydration, something we often overlook, can be the hidden cause. I've had many older patients share with me, "Doctor, I don't even feel thirsty, so why do I keep getting muscle cramps?" And that's the point. As we age, the sensation of thirst decreases, but the body's needs remain the same. I remember a patient named Robert, 70 years old. He often suffered from nighttime cramps, so severe that he had to sit up for hours massaging his legs. After looking into it, I realized the simple reason. He wasn't drinking enough water throughout the day. When I guided him to divide his intake, sipping water steadily from morning until evening, and adding a pinch of natural mineral salt after his walks, the cramps almost disappeared. Robert smiled and told me, "I never imagined such a small change could bring me such peaceful sleep." You see, water isn't just for quenching thirst. It's like an underground stream, nourishing every muscle fiber, helping minerals like potassium and magnesium do their job effectively, preventing sudden contractions. When the body lacks water, the blood thickens, circulation slows, and the muscles easily slip into tension. I want you to imagine this. On a hot summer day, instead of waiting until night to drink in large gulps, you take slow sips of water throughout the day. Your body will thank you with lighter steps and without the fear of cramps pulling you out of sleep. We often underestimate water, but sometimes that simple act is the very secret to making old age calmer and steadier. Have you ever noticed that your body is like a flowing river? When the current slows too much, the bends become stagnant and heavy. Our muscles work the same way. When we sit still for too long or go to bed without moving, blood circulation weakens, and that's when sudden cramps find their way in. Yet, just a little gentle movement, sometimes only 10 to 15 minutes of slow walking or a few stretches before sleep, can change your body in remarkable ways. I remember a woman named Margaret, 66 years old. She came to me with a tired face, worn out from nights of recurring cramps. She had tried medications, even supplements, but nothing seemed to help. I suggested something simpler. Take a slow walk around your garden after dinner, and before bed, do a few gentle stretches. At first she laughed, thinking it was too light to make a difference. But just a month later she returned and said, "Doctor, now I can sleep through the night. I wake up with lighter legs, and the miracle is, I've even come to love those evening walks." You see, science has proven that movement boosts circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every fiber of muscle. It's like opening pathways for the body to heal itself, easing tension, and preparing you for a more restful night. I want you to imagine this. Instead of sitting in front of the TV until late, you rise, take a few slow steps around the house, breathe deeply, and let your heartbeat and your legs flow with the quiet of the evening. You may think aging means slowing down, but in truth, it's this very slowness that becomes the key to going further. Gentle movement is not a burden. It's a gift you give yourself, turning each step from a worry into a whisper of health and peace. Have you ever noticed how nights of deep, restful sleep often bring a morning full of energy, while restless nights leave your body weary and your legs heavy? Sleeping enough, and in the right position, is not just about rest. It is a natural medicine that helps your muscles relax and prevents those uncomfortable cramps. I've seen many of my patients improve remarkably just by changing their sleeping habits. I remember a man named James, 65 years old, who often suffered from nighttime cramps. He told me that whenever the pain struck, he had to jump out of bed, lean against the wall, and massage for a long time before it eased. When I asked about his sleeping posture, he admitted that he often curled up, a habit from his younger years. I advised him to try adjusting. Keep his legs straight, wear thin socks to stay warm, and place a small pillow under his knees to help his muscles relax. Just a few weeks later, James returned with a relieved smile. "Doctor, I've had long, peaceful nights again, something I hadn't felt in years." You see, science shows that when we sleep curled up, our muscles are more prone to tension, and blood circulation is hindered. In contrast, a more open and relaxed posture allows oxygen and nutrients to flow freely to the muscles. Keeping the feet warm is like sending a gentle message to the body. Rest now and heal. I want you to imagine this. Tonight, as you lie down, you adjust your pillow, gently stretch out your legs and pull a warm blanket over yourself. Feel the calm spreading from your feet all the way through your body. In that moment, sleep is not just rest. It becomes a journey of recovery, so that tomorrow you awaken with steady legs and a lighter spirit. Sometimes we take sleep for granted, but in truth, it may be the greatest gift we can give ourselves in the later years of life.